How's it going, everybody? Today I'm reviewing Gotham Season 2, Episode 22, Transference. We got our season finale finally. It's finally here. Let's talk about it. So Gotham ended like Gotham ends, basically. It ended kind of how I thought it would, how the season's been going. It's a step up, I will say, this season, again, overall, over Season 1. Season 1 just felt like it dragged. This one, they had different things throughout each season, whereas I feel like they dragged out the Falcone and Maroni stuff in Season 1 just a little too thin, and it just spread out too much. Very repetitive. This season, on the other hand, was a bit different, but I do have some gripes with this episode, more importantly with Clayface. I was so interested in Clayface. Last episode, I'm like, oh, this could create some cool stuff if they pull it off right, but Clayface was never convincing as Jim Gordon. He was a phony, like right from the beginning. I don't know how it took them that long to figure out that this isn't Jim Gordon. He just did not work at all, and I wish it was better executed, because Clayface is a very interesting character, and it just felt wasted to have him in this type of role. And yeah, I just wasn't a fan of Clayface. Like, it was just too over the top. It was too cheesy. I know it's Gotham standards. Too cheesy. Stuff that isn't too cheesy is Butch with Machine Gun blowing people down. That's awesome. It works for Gotham. It has that type of cheese factor when he has the rocket launcher and blows people up. He blew up Azrael a couple episodes ago. That stuff was awesome. This didn't work. Another aspect I did like, though, was the Riddler felt like the Riddler in this one. He felt like the Riddler when he's asking, he's like, if you don't answer the question, you're gonna die. And it reminded me of playing the little, like the Arkham games, where you have to solve the Riddler stuff, and you hear him over the microphone and kind of egging you on a little bit. And it reminded me of that, and I liked the Riddler. He was one of my favorite parts of this episode, just because it felt very true to form. Then you have whole Fish Mooney's journey, and we're going to see a lot of Fish Mooney, obviously, next season. She's back, it seems, and her trying to grab on to Peabody and turn her over. Felt a little cheesy, again, cheesy. It feels like the recurring theme for this episode. Felt a little cheesy, but it worked for when she did happen, and I like adding the power aspect, and hopefully it's going to be a different Fish Mooney than what we saw in Season 1 going forward. So I have that to look forward to, because I think she's going to be a lot different with these powers and everything like that. Plus, you have the person behind the scenes who's working kind of, we thought Hugo Strange was the head dog, but clearly he's not. So we got her to worry about as well. So there's going to be some interesting stuff for Season 3. There's also some good moments, again, looking forward to Season 3, where you had the Bruce and Alfred conversation, where he's like, oh, I'm so thankful, like, you got this out of your system now, we're all good. He's like, no, we gotta do this again, we gotta go after the Court of Owls and all this stuff, and there's this whole team that was trying to kill me, and Alfred's reaction was just priceless. It was great. One of the cool parts at the end, that was interesting to see. One of the, not necessarily a Gotham negative, this is just like a negative of every movie ever. One of my favorite movies, I think 2013, or whenever Winter Soldier came out. Winter Soldier is a great film, but they had the cliche of the countdown clock, and you get it the nick of time. This, you saw it coming a mile away. You saw it. There's no way they were going to explode this thing. It wasn't going to happen. So that's just TV and movies, a trope that's used consistently. Sure, I would have liked something more creative, but at the same time, hey, it is what it is. I also did like seeing Mr. Freeze and Firefly kind of go at it. You got fire versus ice, kind of Game of Thrones almost, it seems. And Strange kind of getting the brunt end of that for a little bit there. But yeah, I like seeing them. I'm glad they're not gone. We're going to see a lot more crazy people come next season. You got like emo Bruce Wayne, which I don't know if I'm a huge fan of, but we have that coming next season. As well as what we heard was the Joker laugh. We heard Jerome's laugh. So maybe we're going to see, maybe Jerome is the Joker, indeed. Who knows? What's going to happen with that? A lot to look forward to. Also, I'm sorry I'm jumping around a lot in this video, but I just thought of another part that I skipped over, was the whole interrogation kind of, if you want to call it that, with Strange and Gordon. And I like seeing that with the whole truth serum and him confessing all these things, and just seeing that aspect of the show play out. It was really cool to see, because you kind of got to see how Strange was manipulative and all that. And of course, we see Gordon leave at the very end. Of course, he's going to come back. We obviously know that he's the main character of the show. He'll be back, and maybe with Lee, maybe without Lee, remains to be seen. But yeah, it was an okay season finale. It's Gotham for you, so I'll be watching again Season 3 just because I started it. I might as well finish it. But let me know your thoughts on the finale in the comment section below. Again, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and check for more videos each and every week. Again, the finale was fine. It was fine. Nothing too crazy happened. No big deaths, really. I mean, strange, but that's about it. And anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to y'all later.